Hi, it's Alicia. I am coming to you today because I have a haul that I want to show you my newest Sigma brushes. I absolutely love Sigma. Sigma is the next best thing to MAC. I live for MAC. That is what I do. Plus, plus my bobby pin is coming out. Plus, my sister works. Well, she's a makeup artist, so she's able to get a discount, so that never hurts. But yes, I love MAC, but MAC is on the expensive side, and even with her discount, Sigma brushes are still cheaper than her 40% discount for MAC. So I much rather just go for Sigma, especially when she's not around. She lives somewhere 20 hours away, so it's not even a point. All right, so moving on. I ordered Sigma brushes, 8 brushes. I got for about $130. It was 20% off. The original price, my math could be off. I think it was about $170, $180. And if I was thinking, I would have broken up my order so that way I could have got more free gifts. Yes, I'm that girl. So this is my free gift that I received. The smoke screen eyeshadow set on this side that has these beautiful colors over here. And then the warm and neutrals are over here. So that'll be nice to try on without having to purchase because their eyeshadow colors are about the same price range as the MAC. So, I mean, I'm not going to experiment with their colors. Actually, for eyeshadows, I prefer to go to BH Cosmetics because they have so many different colors. I have very sensitive skin, so if you have sensitive skin, it doesn't break you out. It's not like beauty supply store, just some random cheap stuff, but it's cheap and it's good quality and it has very good pigment, so it can really show up and just really pop and make your face pop. So I'm all for that. So the brushes that I had, well, I'll start with the Kabuki flat top Kabuki. This is the F80. I lived by this brush up until today, that I actually tried the new one. But Kabukis, if you don't have a Kabuki in your life, you're seriously missing out. For your foundation, excuse me, for your foundation brushes, they have these flat painter looking brushes that some people still use, but it leaves your face very, very streaky. So someone told me maybe a couple of years ago, hey, you should try the Kabuki. It's probably my sister. You should try the Kabuki because they work really well. So what I do is I put this is what I use for my everyday. And this is the MAC Prep and Prime Beauty Balm. And it is in dark deep, which is about the same, roughly the same color as about an NC50. And the NC50 in MAC has more yellow and brown undertones, where the NW line, which is the NC50 and so forth and so on, up and down, it has more of a reddish brown undertone. So it does come out too dark for me and it does not match from here to here. So with this, I normally just apply this here, which most people, that's a no-no, how most makeup artists, the official way to do it, because most people don't know. It takes a good 2 to 3 foundations for most people's skin, and they normally do it on the back of their hand, dot, 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 different ones, and then they take it and then they mix it together. I absolutely hate mixing and doing all the other stuff. NC50 to me, it works. It matches with my neck. It matches my face. It works perfectly for me, so I have no problem with this. So I take a little bit of that and I put it on my face. It gives you somewhat of a dewy glow, and I have oily skin, which can be a problem, but that's why I definitely do a finishing powder, and it does hold me. But I like this because it's light. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup. I feel like I forget that I'm wearing makeup most of the time and mess with my face and touch other stuff. But yeah, so I really, really like it. So this is what I originally had, and I bought the Kabuki Sisters to accompany it. And this is the F82, and this is the round one, which I tried today and absolutely fell in love with. And I think it's because it's more round and it's smaller when you hold them side by side. This one's skinnier than this one. So it's really easy. I won't do that side. It's really easy to get underneath and get in those crevices like you really want to with this brush. Love it. Then the other one is the angled kabuki brush. Like most of Sigma's brushes, they're very multi-purpose. They're for your face, but you can use it for different things on your face. Some people may use this for foundation, which I feel like would still be good. Or you can, being that it's angled, you can actually use it for your blush. You can use it to contour. You can use it for a lot of different things. Haven't figured out the use for it, but I wanted to get both because I wasn't sure which one I was going to like the most. So I bought both and I said I'll try them out. Can't have too many kabukis, I guess. One's dirty, you have a backup. So that was the original one that I did have. The second one that I had to upgrade, in a sense, was this one. This one is the F40 large angled contour brush. This is this brush. I apologize, my brushes are dirty. I have to actually wash them tonight. And as you can see, it's angled. Now this brush is a good brush, don't get me wrong, and it holds up fairly well. The issue that I have with this, it doesn't pick up much product. Now, if you're the type who wears very, very light blush, whether it's the pinks or the peaches or things that are a little bit rich in pigment, but you just want just enough to give you just that slight hint, this brush may be good for you because you do just a little bit and put it on and it's perfect. I'm not that girl. I'm the girl I like, which I use more of the browns to make it look more like a brown. So I use a matte blush, and I use it as a bronzer, and I put it on my cheeks and put it, around here in the 3. So with that said, I was using, being that this brush, I would have to really get in there, and I felt like I was mixing something up, trying to get the product on here, and it still wouldn't do it. And I tried it again today because it's been a while since I've done it. It does not serve well for that purpose. So what I've been using up until I got my new brushes, I've been using the buffer, and I just take the buffer because it's very sturdy. This is a MAC 182. This is the buffer, and I've had this for years, years and years. And it shed a little bit, but not too bad. And so I'm able to really get in there and then really get stuff, all the product where I need it to be, and it comes out looking really pretty. So now with this brush, I have a highlighter. If you're a brown girl and you do want that Kim K look where, and it's not even Kim K, all the sisters. I watched one episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and every single sister, when they were at the event, they all had it, where it's going from here all the way up to here. So you pretty much just dab just in this section right here. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way. You just do it right in that section, this C, right around here. Just a little bit. It gives it that perfect, radiant, luminous type of glow, especially when you go out in the sun. I took some pictures recently out on the beach, and, I look done up yet natural all at the same time. I look more natural, but I was really done up, but they don't need to know that. So this brush works perfect for that because all you need is just a little bit of that just to highlight, and it gives you, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what I was doing beforehand. So with that said, being that this brush, the F40, does not pick up product very well, I got this brush, the F10. It's specifically the powder blush brush. It picks up so well. You can use this to help set under your eyes. You can use it for actual blush. You can use it to highlight, but it's more so for powders. It works better for powders, and it's a very good brush. It's not huge. It's not too small. It's just perfect to really get into those. You can contour it here. You can highlight this little section. You can put setting powder under your eyes for that concealer that you're wearing. Boom. Now, last time I ordered from Sigma, maybe about a year or so ago, I received this brush. This is the Mini E25 Beauty Blender, or blending brush, I'm sorry. So this is a brush that I received. Once again, it's dirty, but it works wonders. I absolutely love this brush. The only issue that I have, I mean, it was a gift, so they're not going to give you the full one, is the fact that it's so short. I have issues sometimes of when I hold it, and sometimes I get a little loose with it, and my finger slips through, and it makes me mess up. But it's seriously just perfect for really just laying down the foundation. You can also use it for actual blending, and that works too. I do a little bit of both with it, but I decided to go ahead and purchase the big one. So the big one, in comparison, do it this way. The big one in comparison, it's like this. So same concept. You can actually use it for in your creases as well, to pack it on there. For me, what I found works for my creases. I actually bought it for another purpose, but I just recently, within the last month, started using this for my crease. And this is a small tapered blending E45. And as you can see, it has more of a tapered, pointy type look to it, which is perfect for creases. I just put the tip of it right in the eyeshadow and just literally just pack it in, and then I use this to blend. And if it's still a little bit harsher than I want, then I go back in with my old school brush, my old one, and I just go back in and really just blend it in, so that way my lines aren't harsh and it makes it soften out. It's really good brushes. Now my multi-purpose brush. Well, actually, I'll go to this brush first, the E40 brush. This brush is supposed to be, a blender, also a tapered blending, but I do not care for this brush. This brush is practically new. I've used it maybe twice. And this is also supposed to be good for blending. I just find it to be too long. So for me, for some it may work, but it's too long for me to really, it's not as precise as what I need it to be. So I very rarely use it. So normally that's one of the ones that I stick in here with the other, my like Target brushes, my, what's her name? Sonia Kashnik, I think. So these are her brushes right here. And then this one's from Sephora. But I just keep it in there. I don't even use that brush. So my multi-purpose brush that I use for a couple things is the E15, and this is the flat top definer. Flat top definer. Now, it's been through heck and back, as you can see. The still has a little bit of product on it, but yeah, it works pretty good. Normally, this is what I do for that. I use gel liner. I use brown, I think it's Revlon or Maybelline gel liner, and just dip it in there, and then I just, bring out my eyebrows, so that way I like my eyebrows to look natural. Now, I know the rule of thumb is they're sisters, they're not twins. But the whole purpose of makeup, if there's something that you want to look better than what it already is, or if you want to enhance it, that's why makeup's there. Everyone's eyebrows aren't perfect. Some people don't have long eyebrows, so they, fill it in. Some people, it's just different tricks that you can do. So I don't want my eyebrows to be sisters. I want them to be twins. Like that's to me, I get it. And that's what, Mac girl, it's like, oh, well, it's not that serious. Maybe not for you, but for me, that's what I like. So if I'm paying you to do my makeup and buying your products, then give me twins, not sisters. So this, I normally do my eyebrows first, and then I would take it and then wipe off the excess, dip it in the black gel liner, and then do my wing look on my top lid. And then I would take the residual and then do the bottom. that's fine. And it's been working for me for a long time. I've probably been doing it this way for about 2 years maybe. And it's been working for me, but I noticed like I'm going to go through this brush a lot because I'm using it for everything. So I decided to just go ahead and get a E65, this is a small angle brush. And this brush is so adorable. I did my makeup today on it, and I mean, it was so easy to just dip it in. I did one line out and then brought the same line back in. Boom, I was done. It took me less time, because if you see it from this way, there's a whole lot of straggly pieces. So sometimes when you dip it in there, those extra little flyaways catch it. So it makes it look like I have double lines and I have to take it all off and do it again. And which, that's what I've been accustomed to, but why have to deal with that if you don't have to? So it concludes my haul. I'm about to do another video, and I'm going to talk about the Ben Nye. I bought 3 different ones, and I'm going to talk about that in my next video, and my beauty routine. So if you care to learn more, if there's anything that you want to see, please hit me below, and I'll be happy to do, even if it's one person, because I think I have, 3 or 4 subscribers. So subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. Like it if you do like it. Thumbs down if you don't. And I will be back to you soon.